Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi wahda wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'da. Amma ba'd. Dear participants, brothers and sisters, our resource person Ustad Bashir Jumma Sahab, we start our 8th session of this third international virtual Dawah training course. It is our last session, inshallah. I would like to request Brother Ahmad Hamad, Dr. Hafiz Ahmad Hamad from Dawah Academy to please recite few verses from the Holy Quran. Yes, Brother Ahmad Hamad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وكواعب أترابا وكأسا دهاقا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما الرحمن لا يملكون منه خطابا صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم. Jazakumullah khair. It's a pleasure to announce that this will be our last session, inshallah, and we will have a concluding session which will be announced later. Date is not yet finalized. Yes, Bashir Jumma Sahab, the floor is yours. You can continue the last session and then we will have our concluding remarks at the end.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Yes.
Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, subhanallahi lazim wa bihamdihi astaghfirullah. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina walana Muhammadin bi'adadi man salla wa sam. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina walana Muhammadin bi'adadi man qada wa qam. Dear participants, today's topics are 5 or 6. The number 1 is focusing and improving on ourselves. We will discuss the key points of the key skills. Number 2 will be saving time through delegation skills, and we will discuss the resources utilization. Number 3, very short and one slide, post-COVID-19 strategies for better time management. H4 will be time management principles, rules, responsibility, and habits, the summary. Here we will not present a summary, but we will discuss the change grid and change plan which we have shared with you. The 5th program is importance of time and its management with Islamic perspective. 6th is we will discuss 3 handouts. One is my personal planner. The second is participants handbook. And third is access-based template, self-management book. These 3 books will be available to all those participants who have attended all the programs. And hopefully 2, my personal planner and the access-based templates will be distributed today to those who have confirmed that they have attended 8 programs. But it is a logistic issue, and the logistic matter, the Dawah Academy will decide how to do it, whether today or after some time. Then supplications and the recitation of the last ruku of Surah Furqan, inshallah. Now coming on the focusing on ourselves. fundamental skills, communication abilities for an effective manager. In order to be a good manager, effective manager, efficient manager, excellent manager, and executive manager, use the 4 E's. We must have communication skills to the extent that it meets generally norms and standards of that society. We must have the reading skills, fast reading skills. There is a lot of literature available how to improve your reading skills. We are not going to discuss over here. Number 2, reading and understanding charts, graphs, data, etc. And understand it. Read and understand it. This age or this century is going to be a data century. It will be based on the information and digital things, and we must understand those things, and we must be able to read those things. Number 3, writing skills. The sentences, the messages, the paragraphs which are required in this century. The previous century was a different century. This century is a different century because we are going here on the short points, bullet points, to the point, and to the extent that other person can easily understand our thoughts and things. So we must improve our writing skills, meeting the challenges of this age. Number 4, talking skills. The communication skill, talking skill, verbal skills. How to talk, how to behave, how to kalam with others, Qulu linnasi husna. These are the guidelines for this thing. There are many literatures with Islamic perspective about the discussion, talking, kalam, etc. So please look for those things and improve our talking and verbal communication skills. Now next is public speaking. Previously, public speaking was a mega event that you have to appear before a mass community in a ground, in an auditorium. Now you can do this thing while sitting in your office or your home, and you can do the public speaking through Facebook, through YouTube, and through other channels. So please try to improve our public speaking skills so we can communicate our message to the general public in a lucid and in an understandable form. The next thing is listening skill. Normally, we hear, but we don't listen. And we try to reply as soon as possible. Listening tells you that you must listen the other person, hear his voice, try to understand his objective, do some questioning to understand his point of view, grasp it, and then respond it. I think we are lacking in this thing, and we are very much emotional and reactionary in this matter. So we must focus on the listening skills. Questioning skills. We must question to understand the point of view of the other person. And then there's the explaining skills. We must explain what we have understood, and we must understand in such a way, whether it is a verbal, whether it is in writing, whether it is in a graphical, whether it is in lines or sketches or mind maps, whatever it is, we must be able to explain our point of view in a good and understandable way. Resolving conflicts. There are intra-organization and inter-organization conflicts. There are intra-persons and inter-person conflicts. Intra means within the, inter means with 2 or 3. We should try to focus to resolve the conflicts and misunderstanding among our brothers and our community, our sisters, whatever role you are playing, we must focus on resolving conflicts and disputes and differences. Persuasive approach. We must persuade other person to do the things which you want him to do it. And it is an important skill. And I understand this whole 8 programs were not teaching or training. These were the persuasive programs. We tried to persuade the participants to understand the importance of time management and to bring the changes in their life and organize their life. The next is the negotiating skills. Normally, we use negotiation in the business and price determination to determine and fix the price. But here the negotiation means to bring the other person on the same page. Sometime you will come down and sometime he will up, and similarly vice versa, this will be done. And the last thing is teaching. Malim, you are here to teach, to train, to make responsible your team and people. So these are fundamental skills, communication abilities for an effective manager. These are 12. Now, mandatory skills and traits to be an effective person. Number 1 is the dependability or responsibility skills. You must be, and your team member must be dependable and responsible and trustworthy. Number 2, we must have the positive attitude toward work. Our work is important and it can be done through our positive attitude. If we start nagging and creating problems, we will never be able to complete our work. Conciseness and punctuality and efficiency. This is the sense of responsibility. Punctuality is the time related. You come in time, you go at time, you extend your time. And efficiency is your speed of the work. So something which needs to be started at 9 o'clock and should be finished at 10 o'clock. So punctuality is 9 and 10, and efficiency is the performance of that work within that 60 minutes. Interpersonal skills and cooperation. This is very important thing. Interpersonal, person to person, your skills and your cooperation. Working as a team member. We must work as a team member, part of team, and self-confidence with positive self-image. We should not be feeling inferior in this respect, but we should have the confidence and we must have a positive self-image and we should contribute to the organization. So these are important and fundamental skills regarding work. The adaptability and flexibility. We must be adaptable and we must be flexible. We must be enthusiastic. We must be motivated. We must have self-discipline and we must be self-managing person. We must have appropriate dress, good grooming. There must be honesty and integrity. And we must be able to work without any supervision. Now let's come on the other thing, which is resource utilization, economy and utilization of our resources, which will lead us towards delegation. Now we are talking about 4M. First M is men, MEN. This is human resources. Second is M2, money. Third is material. And fourth is machine. Normally in our organization, we deal with all these 4 M's. We deal with the people, we deal with the money, we will deal with the material, inventory, and we deal with the machines, devices, etc. We are just confining our topic to the management of human resources, man management. Now, we must understand the performance because it is related to our work, because we have to improve our performance. How well done a piece of work or activity. And number 2, observation of capabilities under certain conditions. This will show and indicate about the performance. Now, the difference between capacity and capability. Capacity is a quantitative thing. Like there is a capacity of 100 cartons in a truck. It is a capacity. Similarly, the abilities or powers of human being to do or understand something, as when a person is said to have a great capacity for hard work or the capacity to lift loads or weights. We can say that this person has a capacity to take this responsibility. The capability is a feature, an ability or competence that can be developed in a person. It is a qualitative thing. It could refer to an ability that exists in an individual but can be improved upon. Our session, which we have attended, this 8 sessions, refer to the capability matters because these are qualitative things and we are trying to improve our capability to perform the best, and that will increase our capacity in quantification terms to do the work. Now, when we talk about the individual performance or indicators, there are 10. Level of execution, quality of work, level of creativity, amount of consistent improvement, customer and peer feedback, sales revenue generated in an organization, business organization, responsiveness to feedback, how much and how quickly you respond to the feedback, how good you give feedback, ability to take ownership, percentage of tasks completed on time, and being on time and target. Now our question is there any global checklist to evaluate the performance of Dawa leaders? I understand that after this training and course, Dawa Academy will try to consider this topic. What should be the checklist to evaluate the performance of the Dawa workers and the Dawa organization? However, emerging from the 10 points we discussed earlier, we have rephrased these points in relation to Dawa workers, and this can be improved by you people and by your organization and by the Dawa Academy. Level of execution, quality of work, level of creativity, consistent improvement, community or target people feedback, number of people converted or improved, responsiveness feedback, ability to take responsibility, percentage of tasks completed, and being on time and budget. I understand that these are the minimum parameters and criteria to evaluate the performance of your organization, yourself, and your workers. So you can make this 10 points agenda and see evaluation and fill it on the daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis, whatever it is, this have been given to you and shown to you. Now come on the resource utilization. The left side is there are around more than 50 or 60 or 100 staircases, and one person is standing on these staircases and trying to see across the wall. He could do it with one staircase, but he is not utilizing these resources according to the logic. Come on the right side. There is a person who needs help, and there is another person who is extending the help. He has a staircase, but he is not connecting himself between the two, and he is just doing efforts which are not fruitful. Understanding of the utilization of resources is important. This is the example for our organization. There are many people who want to be uplifted. We have these staircases, but we don't provide those things to them. This is important thing. We are trying to convey this message through pictures, because this is situation in our organizations. Now next picture, come on the left side. Sometimes equal distribution does not help anyone. There are many people drowning in the water, in a lake or somewhere else, and this person is giving the rubber tube to them, but in pieces. It will not help them. Nobody will be saved there. Similarly, on the right side, there are three persons with a different height, and they have three boxes. Now, if they distribute three boxes equally, the result will be on the left side of the second picture. But if they provide equity, then you can see the three persons will be benefiting from this. The resources utilization is very important topic for our organization and understanding for the management. Now, third picture, third slide, the person on the left side is trying to work in an organization, and he is trying to reach in this destination, but he is riding on a wooden horse. He will never reach to that destination. Similarly, there are hundreds of organizations and NGOs in this world. They are working, the people are working there just for the purpose of salary, not for performance. And on the right side, you see when the aid or funds are available, like a Fulbright AID, it goes to the last person in this form, and in between it is spent for the administrative and other things. This is the problem in our NGOs. Now coming on the delegation, we discuss the understanding of the resources. Now Amirul Mu'mineen Hazrat Ali Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu has been quoted, divide the work among your workers and servants, they will be able to work better. The delegation of work requires 4E. Number one, enable the person, engage him, empower him, and enhance his capabilities. Enable, engage, empower, and enhance. And the central picture is showing the management and delegation of work picture. What, why, when, and how the delegation. When you are running out of time and support staff is running out of work, it is time to delegate. If you don't, you will continue to be in a time-bound situation. Never put off a task until tomorrow if you can delegate it today. 1 hour spent in training the team during a quiet period will save many executive hours later on. Delegate when your support person is ready to take on a new challenge. Make him a challenge carrier. Encourage him to take the challenge and delegate him work. Duties. Delegate from your daily routines. Duties that can be assigned on a temporary basis. Fact-finding assignments. Preparation of rough drafts of written material such as reports, resume, policies, procedures, and so forth. Let them make the zero draft and you improve it. Problem analysis and possible solution and routine task. Collection of data for reports. Tasks that will change this task that will challenge the subordinate and he would be motivated. Task to test your subordinate's ability in a specific area of responsibility. This is a testing period. Small units of work assignments from your responsibilities and functions from your whole responsibilities. Now, how to delegate? Consider gradually increasing authority and responsibility. It will not be given in the first day. Set clear, realistic goals for the task to be delegated. Communicate the assignment clearly. Give your support person complete information on organization policy and procedure as it relates to the assignment. The person taking the job from you will not be in a position, may not be in a position to know the everything of policy and procedures of your organization, but you have to tell him. Define the limits of responsibility as it relates to the assignment. When a subordinate has the responsibility for decision, allow him to make it. Take enough time to help a delegated solve an emergency problem. So when it comes again, he can go ahead without your interruption. And when a support person come to you with question concerning a delegated work, help him to understand the problem, but do not answer his question. Otherwise, he is delegating you. You must persuade him to understand the situation and think through. Now set up a system that requires interim reports or checkpoints so you can review the progress. This is the process. Establish a realistic completion date. Delegate the lowest level that can do the task within your jurisdiction. If a subordinate decision must be reversed, permit him or her to reverse. Don't reverse yourself. Let them reverse themselves. And give the delegate authority needed for carrying out the assignment and inform others that he or she has the authority. Then they will feel the pride of the work and motivation. And there are many things which we need to be cautious. Resist perfectionism. Don't make yourself indispensable by hanging on to all your work. You are only an effective as your staff is effective. And don't accept reverse delegation. Now, post-COVID-19, the new norms. This is one slide only. Significant impact on our all types of activities. the significant impact is being shown that Dawa Academy is organizing these programs online. Preference on health and energy related matters. Globally, people are now focusing on their health and energy level, family upbringing. Global logistic and supply chain issues and production problems. There will be impact on the economy due to the supply and demand, and prices will go up. Consideration for economic survival and arrangements. People will think in this way. And cooperative approach and generosity thinking will improve. We are expecting a lot of unemployment in the coming decade, and government's responsibility will include the compensate the unemployed people also. Work norms are being changed. Residents and inhabitants at remote areas, people will live outside the main cities where the internet is available, and they will try to have a cheap accommodation, all facilities, and these small communities will have the houses in which offices will be there, one room for office, and there may be certain people who will start their convenience shop in their apartments or in flats or in their condos or houses. Social gatherings may be preferred online. Now people are started uh, performing the marriages on online, and burial on online, all these things are going on, and the culture is going to be changed, and we must understand what changes are going to be further in this respect. Now coming back on this summary, we are not going to give it to you, the summary. We are just showing you how you will summarize it. We have discussed with you the identify and assess ourselves. We have discussed, we have elaborated it, we have communicated you, we have provided you material on this aspect. Determine objectives of life, we have discussed, we have provided. Goals, areas and success factors, we have discussed, we have shown it, how to do it, and we have performed our responsibility. Being changed in our life, we have provided you the chart. Now today we will be discussing D, and the next is with you, E, assess and make more progress. It is your job. Dawa Academy has performed up to D. D for Dawa and D for this next section. Okay. We have discussed lanes and wheels. Okay. Now, when we started this program, we said lanes, and we said you as a worker. Now we are changing these words. We are saying you Dawa managers, Dawa leaders, and instead of lanes, we are using the word areas, key areas. And wheels, we are renaming is success factors. Success factors for success and survival. Journey of life and time and achieving goals. We have explained it to you. We discuss these 5 areas: personal, career, economic, family, social or society or community, and we have discussed in length. We have discussed these wheels of life. We have told these are wheels, but now these are success factors. Number 1 is the sense of responsibility, habits, sense of responsibility, character, because we were saying sense of responsibility is the steering wheel, and character is a wheel put in the trunk. Attitude and habits, the front wheels. Skills and 3 T's are the back wheels. Now, these are all success factors for our life. These are important. And we have focused on the grid. To to our understanding, time management is not a big subject. We have discussed it. You can practice it and you can start training on this topic and you can use this as a tool for your dawa work. And I understand it will be helpful, inshallah. Now, the chart we had made in third program was this. Okay, what are desirable numbers out of 10 for each box where we are 6 into 5? 5 lanes, 5 lanes, and 6 factors. We idealistic, we told this the 10 out of 10 we cannot expect. But 8, 6, these are the reasonable. We had mentioned this thing. These are your expected numbers where you will feel that we are comfortable and we need to progress more. We had given you this chart. Now, this chart is showing that when you assess yourself, your marking is like this. Okay. And then we have shown you the other chart like this. Desirable minus actual is equal to gap. D minus A is equal to G. So we had given in all these things 8 minus 4, 4 is red and red is where the gap is. And you have to manage this gap in this way. And this chart has been provided you in earlier days. If you need, we can provide you again. Just write to Dr. Ehsan, what do you want to do to have. Now this chart is important, but in last week we have provided you change grid. This was just like this, and change plan which has included 2 more columns. So now we are going to discuss for each success factor one separate chart. This will be the 6 slides. Okay. We will be discussing like this: personal, career, family, economic, social, and plan when, date, and how. ABC, you will note down somewhere or back of the sheet ABC how you are going to do it. Now this is action plan, sense of responsibility. You write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and see where the impact is P, C, F, E, S, and your plan when and how ABC. So this will show you the other thing: character, attitude, you will do it, habits, skills, technology, tools and techniques. And this grid has already been provided in Word format. You just bring it to your device and fill it. No extra issues. And on the weekly basis, you do like this chart, and I have shown you the background of this thing. Darulmi says this is hadith, but the research says that this is the dream. Whatever it is, but manistawa yawmahu fahuwa maghbun is very good message for us. He whose 2 days are equal in accomplishment is a sure loser. You have to good, better, and the best, and you have to improve like this. Now, gentlemen and participants, the Islamic perspective of time management. Okay, inshallah, we will provide you at least 2 separate articles on this thing, and the participants handbook has been updated with another article on this topic with the Islamic perspective. And previously this book was around 30 to 35 pages. Then 65, 80 pages. Now it is 125 pages. So it has become a book for you. You see on the left side, sun, and right side, moon. Both are circles. And see, both are providing you the light. One is controlling or managing or helping in some areas. The other is doing their own function. The functions are defined and they are doing it since the day one when they were created. And they are in circle. And the first invention of human being was this, the oldest wooden wheels. The first invention of human being was this, and it is circle. And you see whole automobile, whole transportation, lot of things are working in a circular form. Now think about, and research is required in this mathematics. Whoever students are attending this program, they are requested to consider this thing and do some research. Our months are according to moon. Our celebrations are according to moon. Our ibadat are according to sun, prayers time and fasting times. Our week is 7 days, odd numbers. Our months are either 29 days or 30 days and alternative. Our year is of 12 months, even numbers. When we can complete 4 weeks in a month and the next week is adjusted in next month. Our one night in Ramadan is equal to 1000 months, more than 84 years. Now, all these things which we discuss in this slide have been tabulated over here. Just to facilitate you people, please think about this, because we have been advised for tadabbur, for tafakkur, to do something over here. Our months and celebrations are according to moon. So we have mentioned sun, moon, odd, even, and others. Okay. So these have been tabulated in this form. Now come on this thing. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna fi khalqis samawati wal ardi wa ikhtilafil layli wan nahari la ayatin li ulil albab. This is the last ruku of Surah Al Imran. Nabi Akram Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to recite this at the tahajjud time by seeing upside towards the asman. Behold, in the creation of the heavens and the earth and the alternation of day and night, there are indeed signs for men of understanding. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Walasr innal insana lafi khusr illa allazina amanu wa amilus salihati wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr. By the time the human being is in loss, except those who believe and do good work and encourage truth and recommend patience. And the responsibility and role of the ummah is kuntum khaira ummatin ukhrijat linnasi ta'muruna bil ma'rufi wa tanhauna 'anil munkari wa tu'minuna billahi wa law amana ahlul kitabi lakana khairan lahum minhumul mu'minuna wa aktharuhumul fasiqun. You are the best community that ever emerged for humanity. You advocate what is moral and forbid what is immoral and believe in Allah. Had the people of the scripture believed, it would have been better for them. Among them are the believers, but most of them are sinners. And the Surah Anbiya, the Prophet, Ayat 1, اقترب للناس حسابهم وهم في غفلة موردون. Mankind's reckoning has drawn near, but they run away, but they turn away heedlessly. The hadith is two of the blessings of God upon man whose value he does not know and which he loses in the most are the health of the body and free time. Nematane maghbunun fihima kasire minan nas as-sah wal faragat. The hadith is take benefit of five before five. Your youth before your old age, your health before your sickness, your wealth before your poverty, your free time before you are preoccupied, and your life before your death. Now, there is a narration about Hazrat Luqman. Hazrat Luqman was asked that was not he the slave of so and so? He said he was. Then he was asked what raised him to his status. He said, speaking the truth, honesty, avoiding of useless discussion, avoiding of what has been made haram, keeping the tongue from vain talk by eating halal earned food. With the help of this, then he narrated, with the help of these practices, I have been able to reach here. Hence, whoever practices this less than I did will accomplish less. And the one who puts it to practice more than I did will enjoy this status higher than I achieved. Similarly, who practices it as much as I did will enjoy that status equal to that of mine. There is another important discussion to learn from Hazrat Abdullah bin Abbas. Says there are 5 traits that are good for human beings more than beautiful horses of good race. Avoid saying that which does not benefit. A man's prestige and respect lies in fearing the sin. Number 2, do not utter anything, even though useful, unless you are sure it will get its due value. Often a right thing is said at the wrong time, which is a flaw. Do not argue with the wise and the fool. The wise will get a weary for of you, whereas the fool will hurt you. Number 4, avoid saying any such thing about a fellow in his absence that you will want him not to say about you in your absence. Similarly, forgive about that for which you would expect to be forgiven. And the 5 is practice like the one who hopes to be rewarded for the good and expect to be punished for the wrong. Now, these are important things and very beautiful things. Now, there are 12 advices: faith in Allah, controlling desires and disciplining them, setting of goals and turning good intention to action. In case of numerous goals, prioritizing them and planning to accomplish them, daily progress in the ways of set goals, fulfilling the most difficult responsibilities first, accepting the results and outcome with a strong heart, developing a habit to take quick steps and not expecting others to remind about the responsibility, stopping the ways through which the nafs keeps on trying to run from the responsibilities, careful use of time, it is the opposite of wasting of time, use of a personal diary to document one's communication, task, and information, trying different ways to manage home and office, trying to get rid of the habits which come in the way of attaining of goals. I understand this has been extracted from the articles of Ibrahim al-Aqid, the recent scholars in the Arab world. Now again, man istawa yawmahu fahuwa maghbun. This is very important slide. Please don't forget it. Keep in mind, am I better than yesterday? Am I going to be better than today? Inshallah. He whose 2 days are equal in accomplishment is a sure loser. Now, this on the left side, this is your plan. You are riding on a cycle. Their destination is your flag. There's a straight path you want to reach in this way, and you have a dream to reach within a specific time. But the God's plan is different. Now you see how much difficulties are there. There are bridges, there are mountains, there are rivers, and there are other difficulties. And Araftu Rabbi bifisqil azaim, I have found my Lord in the breaking of my intention and plans. Everyone has difficulties. Everyone has to face the challenges. Okay, so don't give up anything. Be consistent, be persistent. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ وَمَنْ يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ بَالِغُ أَمْرِهِ قَدْ جَعَلَ اللَّهُ لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدْرًا قَدْ جَعَلَ اللَّهُ لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدْرًا. And whoever fears Allah, He will make a way out for him and will provide for him from where he never expected. Whoever relies on Allah, He will suffice him. Allah will accomplish His purpose. Allah has set a measure to all things. This is important. And you see how the plant is growing out of the rock. This is generally not possible, but here you can see it. Now, gentlemen, this is arithmetic. Being human being, we collect, we compile, we put $1,000 here, we think $1,000 here, $10,000. We just accumulate, sum up, add. This is our job. But if we have a good intention and enormous hard work and taqwa, follow the right street, the situation which we came in the previous slide, like this, the second one, so you will feel certain jerks in your life and your plus will change into multiply. Okay, and 2 into 2 and 2 plus 2 is 4. But next, 2 into 3 is 6 and 2 plus 3 is 5. The mathematics will change from there. So whenever you feel any difficulty, you expect from Almighty Allah that He is changing and He is going to multiply your things for your betterment, for your barakah, inshallah. Now, there are 3 supplications. Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum bi rahmatika astaghiithu aslih li shani kullahu wa la takilni ila nafsi tarfata ain. O ever living, O self-subsisting and supporter of all, by your mercy I seek assistance. Rectify for me all my affairs and do not leave me to myself even for the blink of an eye. Allahumma aslih li dini alladhi huwa ismatu amri wa aslih li dunyaya allati fiha maashi wa aslih li akhirati fiha maadi. O Allah, put right for me my deen in which lies the protection of my affairs, and put right for me this world in which lies my livelihood, and put right for me the next world in which is my future. Allahumma altuf bi fi tasirin kulli asir fa inna tasiril asir alayka yasir as'aluka al-yusra wal mafat fi dunya wal akhirah. O Allah, extend your graciousness to me by turning all difficulties into ease. For to make a difficulty easy is very easy for you, And I ask you for ease and forgiveness in the world and in the hereafter. O Allah, forgive me, for indeed you are the generous forgiver, inshallah.